Hey guys, welcome back to Tower of God, a new world. In today's video, I wanted to talk about a topic that I've had asked a lot, especially in my previous video when people saw that I had all of this soul crystal sitting here and not upgrading my slots. So this is not going to be a guide per se because this is one of those ones where I talk about what I'm doing and let you guys decide. Some of these things I don't like to tell you this is what you should do because I'm not 100%. I just make my own decision based on my own thoughts and run with it. So I just want to show you guys what I'm doing. So when we look at these soul crystals, they can be used to limit break at these slots. And if we look at this one, for instance, if I limit break that, we go from 42,595 to 44. Now, if I look at my leveling up from 200 to 201, we go to 49,836. Now, I don't know if right now is the right time, if I should have done it earlier and not gotten these ones to A, or maybe I should get this one to A1, A2, get it to S. Maybe, I'm not too sure. But at some stage, I think around this level of 200, if you spend and you do more summons, you'll obviously have a lot more of this, or if you just get really lucky, you'll have more of it too. But I am at the stage where, as you can see, my Shinsu is my big issue. I'm at 2,000. I've used every bit of Shinsu I can, and I still need another 17,000 or so. So that's where I am stuck. But if I can go ahead and fill out the Origin Orb and get it maxed out and get one of these star blessings to put into the Shinsu enhancement, what that does is it increases all my levels by 1, which would actually effectively get me the level 201 bonus on this character, which would get me those bonuses. And essentially what upgrading the Origin Orb does, you want to upgrade one of them all the way to max. Ideally, you don't split it, but because that's how you get the item that you put into here to get the extra level. But by doing that, you bypass the need for that Shinsu. Well, you still need it and eventually you'll get it, but you can bypass limit breaks that you otherwise wouldn't be at because of Shinsu limits. Now, it's not like I can then just level this character, this slot to 220. No, it is stuck at 201, but it gets me that limit break until I can get it and then level it up to the next limit. And especially with what I mentioned in my previous video about how I myself personally am buying the experience from the shop now. I've got 24 hours worth, so I've got 7 days worth. I've got a week's worth of experience right here. And so once I get that Shinsu to the limit, then I can pop that and I can level it and level these guys up as fast as possible and hopefully get to the next limit break before I obviously have the Shinsu for it. And then I can keep gaining that benefit. Now, once again, I think this is something that every account will eventually want to do, is do the Origin Orb up to the point where you get one of these. I don't think it's worth doing multiple of them, but just so you can bypass that Shinsu limit break, that gives you a really good stat increase. Now, as I mentioned at the start, where is the exact right time to do it? I can't tell you. All I know is I don't recommend doing it until you do hit this point where like you're out of Shinsu, because otherwise there's no point to having that extra level, and these slots are better investments. But eventually when you get to this spot where you're running out of Shinsu and you just don't have the Shinsu to do it, because if you think about it, once I get all these guys to 200, they're each going to need 20,000, and I don't know, this main slot from 220 to 221 might need like 30 or 40,000. So it gets super expensive and you'll be stalling there longer. So getting that extra limit break on your characters is going to be very, very helpful. So with all that considered, I decided to do it now. Now, the reason I haven't spent any is because I don't have enough to do it. I am waiting to do my summons. My account has been on stall all week. I have not cleared a single stage in the adventure this week because I don't have a third carry, and I'm waiting to do summons, and I'm also waiting to do summons to do my Origin Orb fill out, because to get one Origin Orb all the way up to max, I added it up. I believe it's 3,850 of the soul crystals. So that's what you need to do. So obviously I'm saving up. Now, what color to do becomes the next question. And this is another one that I'm still not sure. Now, early days, I did go ahead and I picked up the HP. I picked up the defense just so I could get to the evasion for my Huarian when she was really struggling with survival early days. So I did spend a little bit into the red tree already, which was, what's that, 150 plus. So I've spent 300 into the red tree. So it's not too much. Like if I decide not to do the red tree, that's fine. Now, what I was thinking was I was thinking about actually doing the purple tree because this is my thing. So we got Kun Ran as the next character available. I really want to do a purple team, and purple team is my weakest. And you know what? I may still just ignore Kun Ran, put him on a sub wish list, and still go all the way for Kaseya and try and make that work just because I love her and I just think she's a cool character and I love the whole assassin vibe of her more than I like the assassin vibe of Kun Ran. But we'll see. I might end up going purple. But what I'm thinking is there's different thoughts you can have around which color you want to do when you go ahead and do this, which color you want to do first. Yellow is a great one, especially if you've got hats and Ihwa built. If I had hats and Ihwa built, I would 100% go yellow and I wouldn't care. Yes, it would make my third team that's weaker, weak, but normally my third team in that situation would probably be a Hwarian, which means that team's pretty solid because Hwarian's pretty good in general. So buffing up 2 of my teams, plus all the supports that I use in arena, in boss battles and everything like that, that's a no-brainer. So if I invested into hats and Ihwa, 100% yellow would be the first one that I invest in. But because I didn't, I've only got Ihwa built. You know, I've got a little bit into red. I don't like the idea of going red because Hwarian is like really the Hwarian's the only one that desperately benefits from it. Because really besides that, you're using the bunny on a box. And that's about it, unless you're using an Evan Kell or something like that. So red, I don't think so. You know, we do have Kun Ran coming out, and if I go for him, maybe it'd be nice to get him the buff. But all around, I don't think blue is that great of an investment for me yet, based on the characters that we have. So like I said, I think it's going to be between purple and yellow for me. It just depends if who I decide to summon for. So I'll update you guys in the future because, like I said, I still haven't decided. All I know is that I am going to do, I am going to use it on this. That's why I'm saving them and not upgrading these. But like I said, I don't know if maybe getting this to A1 and then doing it, or maybe getting this to A2 and then doing it would have been the better play. I'm not too sure, but all I can tell you is as soon as I do that and I go ahead and spend my 3,850 in here in one of these to get the extra level on my characters, then I'll go straight back into the Shinsu link, and this one I'll upgrade to A1, A2, is there A3? I don't even know, S, but I'm going to get that one position straight up there straight away as my next priority. That's what I always do. I get my main carry slot all the way upgraded as far as it can go before I do the others. Now, like I said, I probably could have waited and left these at like B and then done it then, but you know, it's too hard to know exactly the exact breakpoint to do it. So like I said, I just wanted to have that discussion, let you guys know what I'm doing, what my thoughts are, and that is pretty much my thought process through it. As for color, once again, it's up to you. I think the only one clear thing that I would make the call on is if I had Ihwa and hats both built, that I would 100% go yellow. Besides that, it's a bit of a gray area. If we had a purple carry coming in the next update, then I would have gone purple because purple just has so many good units that benefit from it, and it's my weakest team at the moment. But unfortunately, we are getting that Kun Ran, who is a blue unit, and I have no interest in doing blue or green really until we get some more units in there. So that is pretty much my summary, guys. Let me know what you're doing. I'm really curious to see what you guys are doing, whether you're thinking about this, whether you're not, because that Shinsu break is getting really painful. So it's just a good way to get that big stat boost to your main carry and get past that break where you get a good percentage increase. If you look at this, we're going from 42 up to 49, which is a big, decent increase. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.